Janae definitely just had her, I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first, Lucius moment. Oh, wow. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks, Love Island, USA, Season 6, Episode 3. This was a lot, okay? This was a good episode. If you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, leave all of your thoughts, even the intrusive ones, down below in the comment section. So the episode picks up with Hannah being torn between Hakeem and Kendall. So she doesn't know who she wants to pick. She doesn't know who she likes more. She's vibing with Kendall, but she's also vibing with Hakeem. Girl, did she have on velvet? Was that velvet, y'all? It's too hot for that. It's too hot for that fabric. Y'all are outside and in the sun, but nonetheless. We then get a scene with Serena and Cordell. So they're talking, and Serena wants to make sure that they slow down. Slow all the way down because, in her mind, her theory is that she wants them to be friends first. She was like, I want us to be besties, so we can, right? He takes that and it's like, are you trying to friend zone me? Yes. Yes, she is trying to friend zone you, Cordell, but he's able to, wiggle out of it. And I really want Serena to just be real and kind of admit you were turned off by the fact that this man didn't quite understand a long-term goal, and that his long-term goal, when he understood the question, is to get a Cheez-It sponsorship. We just got to be very for real about these things. The sooner that we're honest, the better and the smoother this process will be for everybody. So she lets him know that she is very attracted to him. But take note. Take note, she points out she's physically attracted to him. At no point did she say, we have good conversation, you make me laugh, blah, 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 wah, wah, wah. She said, I am physically attracted to you. And he took his cornrow and he twisted. Oh my God, Cordell is so precious, y'all. But the way he tucked that cornrow behind it was very much given, oh my God. That's the vibe he was on. But I want them to work, but I don't see it. I don't see it going further than it is. But Serena kept saying, it's early, it's early, it's early, and I kind of feel like she doesn't like him past his looks. And a lot of it could be because they really haven't had any in-depth conversations. None that we have seen, at least. None that the audience has been privy to. So she tried to friend zone him. It didn't work. And then he picks her up and hugs her. I think he's a sweet guy. I think they could have potential. They're cute together. I think he just got to get that conversation game up a little more. Just show us you're more than just, a pretty face, right? So the girls are all talking. No, before that, Jana and Connor are talking, okay? So he lets her know that he's looking for a serious relationship. She's the one that said that she was looking for a husband coming into this. So I already was like, okay. So they're vibing already with that. He tells her that he likes to read. And she was like, me too. I was just reading a dictionary. I said, lies you tell. Girl, you could at least say encyclopedia. She said she was reading the dictionary to learn new words. Maybe she was. I don't know. Maybe she was. But they start vibing. She tells him not to judge her, but she likes to watch, or she likes to read true crime books that kind of get into the mind of a serial killer. And he was like, oh, I mean, no judgment, but it's very much a moment. But I like them together. You know why? Because they talk. We see them actually talk. Oh my God. So the next morning, the girls are waking up, or everybody's waking up. The girls are talking, and Kayla lets the girls know that she kissed Connor, and it was cool, but it wasn't Aaron. So she's really, really feeling Aaron. What I think happens in a lot of these cases is that a bombshell comes in. And as these bombshells come in, people are so smitten, people are so taken aback at the prospect of a bombshell that they just, it's like they lose their mind because there's another person that they can just tangibly go see and talk to. So I think a lot of it is just like initial lust, and then after that luster wears off of the new person, they realize, nah, I really do like the person that I'm with. And that's what I think Kayla is that's what I think is going on with her. So Janae is saying how she doesn't want Connor to be like, okay, I couldn't get Kayla, so now I want Janae. She doesn't want to be anybody's number two. On this show, sis, at some point you are going to be somebody's second choice. You just are. And it's not even, I feel like in this scenario, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. So Rob got his little, what did he do? The steal signal for Leah. Let me tell you this, Leah. That man was sneaking you around and being underhanded with you. I'm going to let you know now. I'm going to let you know now, Leah. If he does that to you with another girl, don't be surprised. And I get it, he really likes her, but if somebody comes into this villa that Rob likes more than he likes Leah, he's gonna do the same little steal and, what the baseball players be doing, whatever they be doing, he's gonna do that with her too. So I would just be very, very careful at how brazen this man is, like, willing to, like, sneak you around. But he do his little signal. They go downstairs so they can have a hug. So we get Janae and Connor. So they're talking again. They're laughing, chuckling it up. She's showing all 32 of them. Like, they're having a good conversation. Coy is sitting to the side with Serena. I don't like how all that look. That's the energy he's on. But at no point do we ever see him go get her to talk. I mean, you have to talk on these shows. So he's asking Serena, like, what did she tell you? Serena's honest and it's like, well, I mean, she was just saying how she doesn't want to be Connor's second choice. So I really don't know, but she likes both of y'all. So Coy clocks it and it's like, she keeps saying second choice, second choice. If she was his first choice, where would that leave us? What would be the difference? So Janae is in her confessional saying that conversation is easy with Connor. Of course, Connor talks. Coy doesn't talk. And as much as we like Coy, and Coy is handsome and all that other type of stuff, Coy is lacking in the personality department. And on this show, you have to have both. You can't just come in and be big fine and then not have, like, personality or conversation to back it up. So Janae feels just extremely torn by that. And I mean, if we're being real, sis, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. It shouldn't be that big of that hard of a choice. You know what you need to do. You know which way you need to go. And you just got to kind of put your big girl panties on and make that choice, make that leap, right? It's going to suck, but you got to look out for yourself on this type of show. So they get an alert and they are about to play a game that's like higher or lower. So basically the girls are going to get a bunch of questions about the guys. They have to go down the line of the guys. Is the next guy higher or lower, whatever the case. Same for the guys. So it starts off with, we find out that Hannah has only spent $20 on a guy. She said, I bought him some gas station snacks. Meanwhile, was it Kayla, Janae, and I think it was Leah have all been cashing out on men. Trips and plane tickets and Louis Vuitton blunt cases and all type of stuff. Then we find out when it comes to body counts. So Janae's body count is 22, which at her age of 26, that's not bad, I guess. I mean, I don't judge people's body counts, to be honest. So hers is 22. Coy is over there, man. She lied, man. She a fucking liar. She's a big time liar. What? Wait a minute. I was with her. The little side comments, the underhanded comments, like that shit is lame. What are you doing? I guess Your slip is showing. So she hears it just like everybody else did. So we find out that Hakeem has never ghosted anyone. Cordell has ghosted over 1,000 women. Everybody was like, ah. So he tells them, my brother is Odell Beckham Jr. And a lot of times when people find that out, that's all they want to talk about. And I'm like, that makes sense then. That makes sense. So then we move to the body count for the guys, and Hakeem feels the way that the ladies all think that he's the F-boy because his body count, I think, was just in the 20s, or maybe he was at that 30 mark, and he feels away. But I'm like, that's the energy that you're putting out. The energy that you're putting out is that you are a F-boy. That's the vibe that you're giving. You gotta be careful of how you present yourself to the world. The way that he presents himself, a lot of the stuff he says is indicative of somebody that is an F-boy. Change how you move in the house. So we then get Coy's body count, and he said 150. I said, oh, okay. So apparently, according to Janae, he lied about that too because he told her that his was 100, maybe a little less. So both y'all lied. It honestly shouldn't be a big deal. Shouldn't be a big deal. So we then find out that Connor's body count, I think he was at like 70 or 75. So then the next question is, what is a deal breaker when it comes to how many a girl should have, like what her body count number should be? Rob said he doesn't care about a girl's body count. What you did before we got together is on you. Connor said 15, which is rich because, Connor, you have slept with over 70 women. So it's okay for you to be with 70 different women, but the girl that you want to end up with can only be with 15. Then we get Coy, who said 10. Nigga, you have been with over 150 women. And you feel that your partner cannot be with more than 10, or that's a deal breaker? Be very fucking for real, sir. Oh, I feel like Coy went from bad to worse throughout the course of the episode. So the boys win the game. They don't get anything out of it, but the boys win. So Janae's telling the girls that she likes Connor's answers more than she liked Coy. Like, Connor gave better answers according to her. I feel like the answers were kind of neck and neck for being real, but I think the fact that Connor talks is the deal breaker for Janae. So she pulls Coy to the side and she tells him, like, I didn't like your side comments earlier. He tries to play dumb. What side comments? About you being a liar? Nigga, yes. That side comment. You knew what she was talking about. You knew what side comment she was referring to. So he played it off real quick, brushed past it and was like, you like Connor? You like Connor more than me? So she said, well, look, it's easier to talk to Connor. Connor talks. Coy goes through the same old spiel that we see far too often on reality TV, on these dating shows, where he feels, look, I don't open up to people right away, and I'm more of a slow burn, and I just kind of have to get in that mindset. No. You signed up for a show like this, which is a microwave dating show. Y'all are in this house, stuck together. You're not there just to kick your toes up and drink some lemonade at the backyard boogie. You are here so that you can get to know people. And my thing is, she's not asking you to go down into the deep traumas of your childhood. She just wants you to talk. Just talk. My favorite color is blue because, I just like blue. I like all the shades of it. My favorite basketball team is, the Chicago Bulls, because back when just talk. That's literally all she's asking you to do. Having basic conversation is going to lead to deeper conversation. That's how friendships and relationships work. You talk about random stuff initially, and then as you guys progress in conversation, it gets deeper and it gets deeper, and it's easier to open up. No one's expecting you to go from 0 to 100, but you got to at least go from 0 to 20, 0 to 15. You got to turn the car on. So that's unfortunate. So he tells her that he can give her more. She feels, and I agree, that she shouldn't have to ask for it. So she gets emotional in her confessional, and she says that she's frustrated because they've been together this whole time, and she just feels like she doesn't know him or know anything about him. And I can see how she feels that way for sure. So he then tells her, I think we all confused. And she was like, no, just me. All the other ladies are getting the clarity that they need in their couples, and they are. They are. I don't think anybody is in the state that Coy and Janae were in. It's too bad. So Olivia, so the ladies were getting dressed to go down, so so they can go down to the backyard boogie. And Olivia's messy self wants to go take a picture with Kayla out on the balcony. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I think that Olivia knew that Rob and Leah were downstairs on the pier, and she brought Kayla outside with her so that she can have like a witness. So she can have a witness. She wanted somebody to see the two of them so that she can say, well, yeah, well, me and Kayla saw you. So that would be her backup. She just didn't want it to be her word against theirs. So that's why she did that. But I just want you to take a picture on the balcony with me, girl, bye. So they see them out there. Rob and Leah are down there looking around. Mwah. Looking around, being weird for no reason. So Olivia's big mad, and she called one of them a bitch. I don't know who she said, but somebody got called a bitch. And I mean, you did steal her dude, which is part of the game. So I don't fault you for that, but you can't be surprised that they still like each other. He made it very clear from jump he really wasn't rocking with you that way. But at the same time, Leah, again, he's so brazenly hiding you. Just keep that in the back of your mind. This man has no problem hiding you. I feel like that's a bit of an issue. And I get they were sneaking around, but I guess. So down at the boogie, Kayla gets a text that there's going to be a recoupling tonight. So the girls are going to get to pick, and whichever boy is single is leaving tonight. Pack their little suitcase, take it on back to the airport. So Janae pulls Coy once again because she's talking to some other people, and she's like, look, he's just sitting over there. Now, you done heard that we got the power tonight, and you still sitting there on your everybody on mute. We are not at the Renaissance. You do not have to be quiet right now. So she goes and pulls him, and he tells her, like, I do want to open up more. And she's like, you don't take any initiative. You don't take any initiative whatsoever. And again, you don't have to have a therapy session with her, Coy, but you have to talk. I mean, you don't even pull her to talk. You really be cool sitting over to the side with your toes in the sand. So it's time for the recoupling. Serena picks Cordell. Kayla picks Aaron. Kind of shocked about that because I thought Aaron for sure was going home. But Kayla picks Aaron. Hannah picks Kendall. Olivia picks Hakeem. Hakeem calls out Hannah for kind of lying about her feelings. So Hakeem feels that Hannah was going back and forth, telling him one thing but telling Kendall another, which she kind of was. If we're being real, she kind of was. So Hannah starts rambling and talks herself into a hole. No, I didn't. I said that it was, I like both of y'all. I'm getting to know both of y'all. Hakeem was like, no, you said it was 50-50 right before this. I said, oh. So now Kendall's sitting over there kind of looking like Boo Boo the Fool. Hannah gets upset. Well, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. This is the point of the fire pit at the backyard boogie. We gonna talk about some stuff. So Olivia pipes up. No one asked you to. But Olivia pipes up and it's like, well, it does come across as shady when you're saying what you want to get to both people and you're not being honest. Now, she's directing this towards Hannah, but it's really directed towards Rob, who is dressed like he's about to go to the Senate. Why was he dressed like that? Why was Rob dressed like that? Oh my God. So Leah picks Rob, and then it's down to Janae. Connor and Coy are left. Now, when she started giving her reasoning, and it was, I want to pick this boy because, I hope he's willing to work on our relationship. I was like, oh, she's going to stick it out with Coy. Okay. Y'all, when she said Connor, the scene, I got to put me first, Lucius, rang through my head. If you know where that's from, leave it down below. That played in a loop in my head. And I kind of feel like Coy should know why. Coy should know why. So Kendall asked her, like, what was the deciding factor? Like, what happened? And she said it comes down to communication. And that's really what it came down to. Coy's entire personality was the fact that he was 6'8". And yeah, that's a feat. You don't see a lot of 6'8" people every day. But that was your personality, though. Everything that you talked about was being 6'8". You still got the talk way up there. Shaq is 7 feet tall. We don't love Shaq because Shaq is tall. We love Shaq because Shaq has personality. Giannis Antetokounmpo, shout out Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is tall. Giannis is what, 6'10", 7 feet tall. We don't love Giannis because Giannis is tall. We love Giannis because Giannis has personality. Coy just didn't have personality. But Coy said he understood. He gets it. No hard feelings. After he packs up his little suitcase, everybody's crying and stuff. As he's getting ready to walk out, Janae pulls him to the side and was like, I'm sorry. I hope there's no hard feelings. And Coy said he understands. But then he was like, if I could do anything differently, I would have explored more options. You didn't talk to anybody, though. It's not a matter of you not exploring anything. It's a matter of you opening your mouth and talking. But that was the episode, y'all. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode. Subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video. Catch you guys tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.